Am I the astronaut 30 male for keeping old stuff from my previous living situation in case of a breakup with my girlfriend 30 female, a sign of not being committed or just a safety net? Hey everyone, I 30 male have been living with my girlfriend 30 female for a while now, and we're going through a tough patch in our relationship. We're trying to work through our issues, but there's been some serious friction, and it's left me thinking about the future. Here's the situation. I still have some of my old stuff stored away in the attic, mostly duplicates of things we have in our home already, furniture, decorations, etc. from when we lived separately. A lot of the stuff we have out is actually her stuff, as she's picked things she prefers over mine in terms of design, which is true, she's got better taste. We've also invested a lot in furniture and decor together, which would likely go with her if we did break up. This also means that if we get rid of duplicates, it's mostly my stuff we would be getting rid of. I've kept some of my old things in case the relationship doesn't work out and I need a fallback. I also got rid of a lot of my things in the move-in together. Larger furniture, for example, couch. I'm a bit isolated from my family and friends. I'm originally from several states away. She's born and raised where we live. So the thought of losing everything if we break up is something that weighs on me. The issue is that my girlfriend views this as my preparing for the relationship to fail. I've tried to explain that I'm just trying to be realistic and protect myself, not planning for the end, but the fact that I have this backup in place has created some tension between us. I'm fully committed to working things out, and I've communicated that to her, but she doesn't see it that way. I get that keeping this stuff might seem like I'm anticipating failure, but it feels like security for me. The reality is, too, that this isn't a purely hypothetical situation. We've been struggling with some real stuff, and I'm not sure that we're going to be able to align on it. I'm all in to work on it and figure it out, but the reality in life is that sometimes there's not a way to move forward that's neither person's fault. In my mind, I view it a bit more as at a high level. Assets are individual, outside of shared things, until we are engaged. Financials are individual until we're legally married. So I guess my question is this behavior really a red flag? Is it truly a sign that I'm not fully invested in the relationship, or am I just being cautious in case things don't work out? I'm genuinely torn, and I'd really appreciate some outside perspective on this. Before I bring Candy Thunder on for this, I just want to pose one thing to you, OP. Reverse the roles. If your furniture was the on-display furniture, and she either got rid of all of her stuff, and if things did go sideways, all the furniture would go with you, would she want to hang on to a few things just in case? Would you make her feel bad about it? I don't think so. If she were in the position that you were in, you better believe she would have hung on to some of her stuff. That's my opinion here. Tater, what do you think?
No, I think after watching one of our friends have to get rid of all of his stuff and then end up in a divorce less than a year later and have nothing, like not even silverware, I don't blame him for holding on to stuff. But I mean, and it's in the attic, like, no, I don't blame him. He's been hurt. He's working through that. He's processing that. Like, it's obviously baggage from another relationship and something that happened, but he's not healed from that yet. And he still has scars from that. And so obviously, like, walking into a relationship without baggage is preferable, but we all have shit. Like, we all have stuff going on. We all have shit that comes with us everywhere we go. And so I think this is something that makes him feel comfortable, makes him feel better in the relationship. And like he said, he would, once they're engaged or getting married, like, things would change. So I think I don't find him to be an asshole.
I don't
honestly. And that's obviously from my perspective as watching somebody go through this. So.
Right. Okay. And even without that perspective, I think reversing the roles tells me that she would feel uncomfortable if she had nothing and all of your shit was on display. Yeah. And if things did and she'd have nothing, like, she would be uncomfortable by that. So what about, okay, so I think we're all on the same page about NTA with him, or at least most of us. How do you feel about her reaction and her using this against him and saying you're preparing for failure here?
I think she needs to understand where he's coming from, what he's been through. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's stuff in the attic. Like, we all have, like, we have a family room and, like, furniture that we're not using in our living room. Like, kind of, it's like, it goes up there. Like, I don't know. I don't see this. I don't think it should be something that should be used against him. Like, I can understand what she's saying, that but people sign prenups all the time. Like, that doesn't mean that they're planning to get divorced. It just means that they're realistic, I guess. And maybe he's more realistic and she's more lovey-dovey. I don't know. I don't know what the word is. I'm just using lovey-dovey, but
he's logical, she's emotional.
There you go.
Which would be normal, right? Like, yeah. That's not uncommon, but it's asinine to me. It's asinine to me. And I would kind of put it in this context if you have the chance to have a conversation with her about what's happening here and her using this against you. That's the same mentality as someone who says that having an emergency fund is inviting disaster, right? Just because you are preparing for just in case things, or like saying just having a spare tire means that you're planning to have a blowout, right? It doesn't work like that. It's you preparing for the possibility is different than you like inciting it, you inviting it. It is not the same thing at all. It's not.